of interesting. Sparkover is going for a strength agility start instead of the meta strength HP start that Xarnax is. Let's see if that plays out here. Meanwhile, they are getting the instructions from the king to go collect their items and defeat the Dragon Lord. First chest is an herb, second chest is a cursed belt. Which means at least one of the search tiles is in play, and the third one is going to be the magic key. Stats are a decent spread across the board. Nothing really speaks out as being bad. A little bit low HP, but 22 is still very good unless you start running across something with baby breath. Ooh, an
And let's see.
immediate town. The town of...
Yeah, Kingdom 6, I guess.
Yeah, the town of Breckenary, home of the 6 Gold Inn. We'll leave a torch on for you.
Somebody's catching on. We keep the torch lit for you. And let's see what we got in the shop. Silver Shield immediately comes to mind.
Yeah, if we have a gold grind available later on, that is definitely an attractive option for later in the game. Meanwhile, Sparkover immediately doing some more searching, found a ghost. Looks like we're gonna be able to get that taken down in just a couple of blows. Question from chat, that's a real dog? That is the dog Tove from Dragon Quest IV, Talon's story.
Indeed. And right now, Druin, just outside of that area right there, we're looking like we got Zone 1 enemies mixed in with the Zone 0 enemies, so an early Druin in whatever the case may be.
Xarnax actually sells the Cursed Belt, picks up an early fairy water, and starts wandering further north, finding a cave here. Remember, fairy water can be used for the same damage as a hurt. Sparkover gets a level 167, and I didn't catch the last one. Nothing too amazing, but nothing too bad either. Xarnax, on the other hand, runs into a green dragon and meets his untimely demise.
The park rangers are at it again, and that was a 1687 sneaky.
1687. That's not a bad spread. I would have preferred a little more strength personally, but you know, you'll take what you can get here.
Indeed, and while we're on the subject of park rangers, we got deputies, but more importantly, the badge number of our police officer of the day. The officer of the day, we need some badge numbers. So, in chat, give us your badge number guesses. Last night with DK91 and Harrison, it was 41553, I believe. So, put your guesses in. Logon going with straight ones. Drunkinski's going with 8657309. Oh,
no,
really?
It's 8675309.
And Bandstrap's going with a 42069. Nice. Oh, level 3 just happened in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, using those fairy waters on these Magidrakies got him up real quick. 7 strength, 1 speed, 0 hit points, and 2 agility. Or 2 magic points, excuse me, I apologize. That's a decent strength pickup right there. Not so much on the hit points, but hey, Empty Eye would sure love it.
I buy that for $1 and sent home from Swamp. So right now, Xarnax got an early advantage on leveling, but I believe the expiration... Well, he also found Swamp north of Kingdom 6, so this is getting interesting because looks like, yeah, this is going to be a grind over here. So sit back, relax, and get yourself ready. We're going to be doing a little bit of grinding right now.
Yeah, this is going to be that early game grind phase. They've got enough strength that they're not really worried about it, and there wasn't anything too cheap on offer in Breckenary, unfortunately, for low-hanging fruit. They're just going to take out some enemies until they get enough stats that they feel more comfortable wandering further into the world.
That is true.
Sparkover's picking up level 4 now.
Yeah, 7102. So 16 power and 2 levels. So this is gonna be interesting to play.
And we're still only at level 7, so there's no telling where these stats are gonna go by the time it's time for the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, it's only level 4 stats, so we're pretty good right now. It looked like it's petering out okay. And remember, we don't even have a single spell right now.
In before Healmore at level 16.
We will see. I'm gonna say hurt more before even the first set of heals. Level 5 incoming. 9, 1, 9, and a spell. Hurt.
Those were some decent gains. The strength especially was a very, very welcome gain. The 9 MP also nice because of that hurt spell, although with 39 strength, the hurt spell is starting to feel a little weak.
A tad. Just a tad. They can at least start punching warlocks in the face, maybe. Well, I take that back. Xarnax is gonna give him a small toasted boy. And Warlock goes down for 28.
Yeah, Xarnax is feeling a little bit more secure now that he's got a few levels under him. Ooh, Sparkover runs into a wizard, one of the later tier enemies. Smacks her with the staff and sends her back home.
Citation and all. The robes come, the ambush robes. And a big mountain gain with nothing over here. So it looks like we're gonna have to go southbound here.
We still don't know what's in that cave that Xarnax found because the moment he took a step, he ran into a green dragon.
Well, that was Swamp North.
Oh, that was? That's interesting.
Yeah, that was Swamp North. So, currently right now, this is going to be a very interesting play around because Xarnax knows that the cave to the north of Kingdom 6 is Swamp North, but due to seeing one of the earlier Sherlock enemies giving him the business, Green Dragons, of course, Park Rangers, he didn't get a chance to do what he needed to do. So right now he's fighting out this Warlock. He's going to probably try to go to 6 and see if there's many gains on 6. Incoming level 6 as we were talking about. 13 power, 4 speed, 13 and 4 with a new spell. What's that spell? Sleep. Ugh.
That's really good. With a sleep spell and 50 plus strength, you can start tackling a little bit stronger enemies now as long as they're not sleep resistant. So that was a really valuable level, especially the hit point gain, the strength gain, the sleep spell. Not going to help you very much against a Demon Knight though, unfortunately.
Into the shadows you go, Xarnax, with a citation to boot and a stern lecture from the king.
Haha, there was a lolly ho in chat.
Lolly ho. Lolly ho indeed. And, ooh, Xarnax is actually now starting to go venture southbound. Oh, there's a bridge in the swamp. Ooh.
Runs into this skeleton. It'll be curious to see if he's going to use these sleep strats. Nah, he's just going to two-shot the thing for an easy 25 pickup.
And, oh, he's going to have to go in that swamp. Ugh.
Yeah, you could see he's a little bit hesitant about trying to go in there because each step in the swamp is 2 points of damage, and he doesn't have a heal spell, and I think he ran out of herbs, so he's got no real way of getting through there just yet.
A smart man like myself would say, I see swamp, I see a bridge, we got to go through that way. I got money. Let's go buy ourselves some herbs, maybe do a thing.
Either that, or maybe, you can go with the old classic tried and true tactic of, when in doubt, grind it out.
Indeed, grind it out. And looks like they're still pretty even on the level, their level progression, though Xarnax has a slight lead. Oh, he's heading eastbound. Or westbound, and that's to a dead end.
Well, I mean, that's valuable knowledge. You need to know where the actual boundaries are, because it's not just a matter of what you know, it's what you think you know that isn't exactly true that can really turn around and bite you in the rear.
And biting in the rear is something that we've seen a lot of these races recently. And yeah, there is nothing to the direct west of Kingdom 6, so they're gonna have to either take that trip across in that swamp, or take the gamble up in Swamp North.
Now, that could end out in all kinds of places. You could actually end up in the back of Garenham if you do that for 3 free chests, even without a key.
And to get out on the front end.
Yep, you just immediately leave, come back in, and there's another potential store. You got a couple $100 here. Xarnax got about 300. You know, if he can get in there with 5, that's hand axe money. Broadsword is on offer here in Breckenridge for 1,500. A little bit out of their price range at the moment. Those metal scorpions are a little bit spicy tonight.
That's true, and there's still more to the north. Never mind, we got some traveling.
Hurt more on the poltergeists. Don't gotta love that. But it looks like, despite the fact that you did manage to find a way up there, it's just one big troll of a dead end.
And Xarnax is gonna sleeping. Get out of there. So right now, Xarnax is running out of options. Either that swamp is looking delightful, like Sparkover is attempting to look into, or you're gonna have to go in that swamp north.
Both have their hazards. We know green dragons are lurking in that cave. We don't know what else is, but if there are some very dangerous enemies down there, it could be quite an arduous trek. Meanwhile, this swamp is gonna really hurt. Sparkover does get through it. Double bridge there.
And looks like we're in Sharlockland. Werewolf sends her home with a citation after her valiant effort through the swamp and across some bridges. Level 7, 4, 1, 1, 1, and a spell. And that is heal more. That's time to start getting some expiration. You now have a heal spell. That swamp looking a little bit more delightful.
Yeah, that heal more basically says, swamps? We don't care about no stinking swamps.
It's not like we have a flamethrower to be using, so that's fine. We can punch things in the face. And Xarnax is gonna take the Kingdom 6, and he's gonna see about. Nope, he's gonna get the bad news that there's nothing westbound, and there's a metal score.
Meanwhile, Sparkover checking out that little peninsula below that swamp area, just to make sure there's nothing that heads off in that direction. You always gotta check those boxes and make sure that actually is a dead end that you think it is, because sometimes it isn't.
That is true. When Sparkover gets the indication that that's Healmore, she's probably gonna go in that swamp. She's gonna take another chance at that.
I know I would. Now that you've got Heal More to keep yourself going, the swamp is a lot less intimidating.
And just as I called it, she is going into uncharted territory. Last time a werewolf sent her home, Magic Waving comes in. That's a hurt spell. That's not gonna do a whole lot. And she's going. She's moving. And
Nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing.
And on that note, baby breath. We got a metal slime sighting.
And ran away. Now, this is a time to point out that there has been a change to the randomizer itself. That we now have a flag called Scaled Slimes. Because before, if you had a corner case where you had an early metal slime like that, at like level 1, level 2, and you got such a large experience lead, it could lead to a very uncompetitive match. And so we've kind of scaled it back. Instead of getting a flat 255 experience from a metal slime, you get a 32 times your current level in experience, maximum 255.
Right now, the park ranger is sitting there in the swamp cave saying, "Hi, I see you like our swamp. Let me remind you that you are not permitted to come up in this bad boy here and give him the beatdown of a lifetime with a new citation. Back home he goes."
And I think we've pretty much explored this entire area now. We've gone north, and there was a bridge and some extra area, but it was a dead end. Through this swamp and across these bridges was a dead end. Dead end down there. Dead end the other direction. The only way left to go is through that swamp cave.
And that swamp cave is gonna be perilous because if Sparkover can manage to not see the park ranger and get smacked in the face, she might have some real good plays around there because Xarnax has now been smacked around twice by that park ranger.
Yeah, poltergeists are really nasty. They've got both heal more and hurt more, so they are definitely not something you want to run into.
And now Sparkover is taking the gamble. She's going in. She sees a medal. Uh-oh. And we got a brave slime.
That's one shot, and it runs away immediately.
No park ranger for Sparkover. Is she gonna get out of this? She beats the magic wyvern. Hurt. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. She gets away, and she's gonna be the first one out the door after hitting that heal more. She is getting out of there. And whoa, lots of forest.
Wizard with stop spell. That's going to be interesting for your Charlock dive. They are an enemy you can run into in Charlock, and by the time you get into Charlock, hopefully you have the best armor in the game that renders you completely immune to the effects of stop spell. We do have a Charlock sighting.
So, speak of the devil, right outside of Swamp South, there is Charlock. But unfortunately, the Knight is going to end her run and send her packing. And Axe Knight is going to do the same thing with a hurt more of his own. Xarnax burnt to a crisp with a flaming axe. Both with citations from two different types of metal. This is going to be fun.
I could actually see them grinding a couple of more levels on this first continent before trying to brave those dangers again.
I would say that. I would say that.
And thank you for the raid, Aaron2U2.
The raid of 7. I forgot my can of raid. We'll use some of that acetone to cut that down. But right now, there's gotta be levels to be had, and Sparkover gets a Shoryuken from the Stone Man with his stony fist. Back home she goes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Stone Men are not something either one of these runners are wanting to see right now. They are just a big bag of hit points and pain right now.
That's a whole type of no in a 2-ton bag. No thank you. I'm not dealing with you without a weapon, and I ain't dealing with you at all with this 56 points of punching power. Not a single weapon to my name. I am not touching that. No thanks. And once again, this wizard has decided to make himself known and blocketh Miss Sparkover. Xarnax having problems with the park rangers, and David Blaine giving Sparkover the business. So it looks like Sparkover is going to take another chance at this kid. Is going to take another venture in, and that's a magic wyvern. She gets blocked. She gets a hit of hurt, and she's going to get blocked some more. Get smacked in the face. And she is done. That dive was absolutely unsuccessful.
I would have actually been tempted to try a sleep on the Magi Wyvern just to try and take it out for some much needed experience gains.
1401 at level 8. That's another stymied level. Where's the gains? Where's the stim packs? Where's the stim needles? Where is my adrenaline? Last night, attack was going through the roof. 144 by the time we got the Dragon Lord. Right now, we barely hitting 57, and we're halfway there. And Xarnax,
Hmm?
you got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, what's happening here is this trek into this really dangerous area is limiting their ability to explore. They have literally nowhere else to go at this point. The stats are just not there to deal with these upper tier enemies. Now, if they could get a level with, say, another 20 strength, if they could get the big boom, if they could get some more tools or utilities, they find a town, pick up something like a hand axe even, that would start to open things up. Looks like Xarnax has managed to slide past Charlock undetected, slips away from this werewolf, finds another dead end.
Welcome to Dead End the Seed, and the werewolf is saying, "How you doing? Your time has come. Back home you go while I feast on your innards." With a new citation.
You slipped past me once, bub. Not again.
You can't get two. Sparkover at the disappointing level 8 as well.
Yeah, I think Sparkover's found a decent little grind area there in that desert, though. She might be tempted to stick around there for a couple more levels until she gets something relevant. Or at least gets enough gold to buy something. I mean, there is a broadsword available here for 1,500.
Indeed. And that is going to be an interesting play here. And right now, outside of that heal more, it looks
Yeah,
like
half plate, large shield, broadsword. There is some decent low-hanging fruit in that shop there that are available for 800 to 1,500 coin. If you could just get some of that money consistently and not lose half of it every time you die over and over again, you could actually start getting your stats to the point where you can start taking on some of these bigger enemies.
that is true. So, for everyone waiting on the level 9. Level 9 is... Ooh, that's a deputy. And we all know where this is going to end up. And into the Shadow Realm, and the deputy's giving him the business. And the Demon Knight gives her the business. Simultaneous death by 2 different species. Double citation. Back to the house you go. As they try to get to the 975 for level 9.
Comment in chat, spoiler alert, 31 agility is not that great.
A response from the booth. You are absolutely correct.
Agility's just a number.
Yeah, if you don't have Muhammad Ali type of feet, you're probably gonna get slugged in the face.
Question in chat asking about the double citation. What he's talking about when a runner gets killed and gets sent back home, they're being issued a citation. So a double citation is when they both die pretty much at the same time.
And they lose half. And as the citation, they lose half of their gold, and they gotta get a stern talking from the king.
Thou shouldst not have died. Meanwhile, Sparkover, heading south from Charlock, looks like she's gotten into a somewhat less dangerous area in this mountain range. Some more easily tackleable enemies. Some of them are even scared of her.
Oh, we got our first wolf sighting. Ruru here.
Woo.
And she's giving that wolf the business, and that's a quick 40.
Now that's what we need to do to start seeing some progress going in around here. Alright, now we're in this other area. She's managed to break out of that choke point. Metal Slime shows up, immediately runs away, wants nothing to do with her. You see 2 towns up there, and here is the Jerk Cave, not too far from Charlock. Just double checking, making sure there's no connection back there. Another Metal Slime, with baby breath. Oh boy.
Oh,
Sleeping baby breath. It slept her and ran away from her. Meanwhile, Xarnax is taking out these specters, even a Wolf Lord, and is starting to grind out some experience points in that little desert we saw earlier, just to the southwest of Breckenary.
Yeah, Xarnax got some decent grinding and leveling done, but that exploration that Sparkover is venturing into, girl, you are dangerous. And with 2 towns up north, we're definitely gonna see something happen. And if she cannot escape from Mr. Demon Knight, she does. That's a heal. That's a herb, maybe a heal more even. And she's gonna check. Oh, there's a connection behind Sharlock.
Yup.
Uh-oh.
And there's 2 towns over in that direction she's heading right now. She definitely has the lead as far as exploration goes. And, starting to lose the experience point race a bit, but she can easily still make that up right now. A couple hundred is not that big anymore. Ooh, Xarnax runs into a blue with baby breath.
Another deputy. Why am I not surprised? And sent home again with a citation from the deputy. But no police officer yet. The officer of the day is not here. But is another skeleton down. Sparkover is dangerous right now. She is. Is it time?
You got 2 towns and a cave right here. This is gonna get interesting. The town of Cantlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cantlin in the swamp. We got the Ramada in the swamp.
Now, that could be coordinates as well as quite a shopping opportunity. However, she's less interested in that. Runs into Garenham, decides to take a step here into the inn. Probably gonna check the shop here. If she could pick up, say, even a copper sword right now would be a great pickup. A small shield, just something. Club, there you go. No? No? Okay.
No. She's gonna take a look in that cave though, but she's gonna stop
she's gonna want to check out the Great Mall of Cantlin, because Cantlin almost always has just about everything, because it's got 3 separate shops. So there's leather armor.
And she ain't gonna stick around for that. She's gonna go and check out that cave. And that is Ted. So we found Bill and we found Ted. Rufus is still missing, and we're missing the great concert halls of the Mountain Cave and Garen's grave.
Yeah, now we have the 2 required caves for progression, the Staff of Rain Turn-In Cave and the Rainbow Drop Turn-In Cave. Here's another town that Sparkover is finding, and it is the town of Remuldar, the place to buy keys. And remember, Garenham is not too far away. You've got 3 chests and a cave back there. This could really start opening things up for her.
Yeah, while we were talking about Sparkover's exploration finds, Xarnax went to level 9. So we missed out what he picked up at 9, but Sparkover has a major advantage right now. She has the access of keys.
I mean, 10 strength is not nothing. That's what she picked up there. Now we get to check this chest. Let's see what is in the inn's vault. Thou hast found a fairy water. 2 keys for a fairy water. Probably not the best pick of the game, but hey, we'll do it.
We're not gonna complain. And she's probably gonna go right back to Garenham, knowing her. And she fights a droll. And right now, this is looking pretty interesting here. According to what I'm looking at in levels here, it looks like 10, 10, 4, and 9. So
that was a decent level, yeah.
She's gonna stay at the bed and bath at Garenham, and she's gonna get access to 3 chests. So let's see what's behind City Hall. So what the mayor has today: Muns. Oh, a torch. Oh, that's pretty decent. And a Red Bull. So we get a Red Bulls, a lighter, and some more muns. So can't complain about that.
I mean, she's got large shield money right now, or hand axe money, and this
Oh, we
is
found
BB
Rufus.
Cave.
We found Rufus. And Rufus is giving out more money.
That's almost broadsword money now.
And she's going back to the mall. This is the correct play. Go back to the mall. Go get yourself some real equipment, because punching people in the face is not enough.
Now keep in mind, you could go to that freebie cave and pick that up repeatedly. You could, there's a large shield, there's a hand axe, there's half plate, all right here. All of this is very attainable. Go back to that freebie cave, pick up that chest a couple of times, come back, get some half plate. You are now geared to be able to take on some of these mid-tier enemies.
Well, right now, this is going to be the real challenge. Do we have coordinates in the idiot encampment? So the idiot encampment is going to be probably telling us coordinates, or we're going to have thou shalt search. 61 to the north and 9 to the west. Ew.
We may have to stop off for a princess rescuing side quest here.
Hold on, maybe not. There was a lot.
That's going to be second continent.
I wouldn't say that's second continent. That might still be first at the very edge of this continent right here.
I don't think so. I think that's second continent.
Alright, so in the treasury, we have an herb. Also in the treasury, we have fairy water. Also in the treasury, we have the fighter's ring. That's extra 2 AP. And a key.
Well, refunded the key at least, but no easy gold grind unless there's something in the basement.
Well, right now, the caves that are left in the basement, we already found Rufus. So all that's left is Tablet, Garen's Grave, Mountain Cave.
Well, excuse me, princess. Yeah, best quote from chat. And this is going to be grave that we have. No, tablet that we have found. Excuse me.
Wrong grave.
Be one extra chest here. Let's see what that is.
This would be ironic if it's freaking one of Erdrix's best equipment. Silver harp,
one of the 3 key items.
The silver instrument of radicalness. Excellent, dude. So that being said, that's an easy staff of rain. That's a free harp. So yeah, Sparkover may have a level disparity right now, but she is armed and she is dangerous, and she has more defense with her current equipment than Xarnax, who has not ventured past this point.
Furthermore, she also has the exploration advantage. She knows where Rainbow Drop Cave is. She knows where Staff Cave is. She knows where several towns are. She's got an enormous exploration advantage over Xarnax. You can grind experience points. Getting that knowledge can be a little bit trickier.
Oh, it looks like Xarnax. Has a large shield as well. So our tracker might have missed that large shield pickup by Xarnax. Oh, there it is. So he does have a little bit more defense, but that exploration is going straight to Sparkover, and Sparkover has good places to go. Not to mention she's gonna be closing in on that lovely spill of outside.
Yeah, comment in chat that the ghetto grind for the full plate, which would have been going into the freebie cave and collecting that chest with $700 or $800 in it every time. Do that 4 or 5 times, get into your 3K for full plate, would really help her survivability. Unfortunately, she runs into the Armored Knight, the AK-47 as we refer to him in the community, and you just saw why, because of how hard he hits.
Looks like those are regular armor-piercing bullets, so tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, you get full of holes and a citation back to the house. But we now know that Princess Gwaylin is being guarded by the AK-47. And all that Sparkover really needs is to thou art asleep. And Slime's just giving her the business, beating her 1 HP at a time. Oh, there's that breath for 18. She gets up. She misses. She gets hit again. A fire and a miss. She can cut back into well, I take that back.
She still doesn't want to take on these magic wyverns, though, even though she's got an axe. She's got 74 attack power.
Yeah, with the small likelihood of him catching hurt, but she's gonna get smacked in the face. She's now getting routed up in here. So that being said, right now, we have a couple things that is looking pretty decent right now. Xarnax has the experience lead right now, but Sparkover has an exploration surplus. She is decently set right now.
Now that's a level 11. He's now got about a 1,500 point experience point lead. This is starting to get substantial. Not only that, but he is slowly gearing himself up. He's got a large shield. He's almost got broadsword money now. He just needs about 50 bucks more, and he's got broadsword money, which is available right here. Once he gets that, the majority of her lead is gonna start slipping away really, really fast. So she really needs to start getting some stuff taken care of here.
More importantly, that 80 damage barehanded, that's a thing.
That is in fact a thing.
And the fact that he's about to get himself into a broadsword, he is at broadsword money right now. If I was him, go get it. Go get it. Come on, boy. Go get it. She has hit level. Yeah, she did hit level 9 though, so she's no slouch. But this HP is looking atrocious right now. Even at level 11, that is only 53 HP. They're not ready for Sherlock right now.
No, but with 80 strength plus the broadsword, that's 100 attack power. He's gonna be able to start taking on some of these more serious enemies now and actually be able to hurt them.
Oh, he's right now ready to start smacking around wizards. Wizards and werewolves are starting to catch hands if they're not careful.
Yeah, 53 hit points, 49 magic points. That's not even close to where you want to be. But 100 attack power, you better believe he's gonna be able to take on some of these bigger enemies. However, he's just going back and grinding even more. I'm not sure why he's doing that.
He's probably looking for hurt more, and though he was getting out of hand with the level experience, if he doesn't make a move soon, he's gonna catch a bad ambush, and he's gonna get some really bad waves. Because right now, Sparkover is indeed back on that continent doing more exploration. She finally get a hit on a metal slime, but the metal slime decides, oh, thou sleep, and I am going to dip while you are napping.
Yeah, no, I think that this is a mistake for Xarnax. He's still grinding here. He's got a broadsword. He's got a large shield. Go forth and explore, man.
Yeah, now it's time to go forth. And right now, we found the park ranger. Oh! Okay, Sparky. You are treading dangerously with the Spark Ranger. And Park Ranger claims another. And what is this mess? The Park Ranger has not been killed at all, and the deputy is giving Xarnax the business.
Oh, Yogi, I don't think the Ranger's gonna like this.
Indeed, the Park Ranger ain't gonna like what we're doing over here. So right now, Sparkover is back at Kingdom 6. Oh, I see where
Herbs.
Yeah, I see what's happening here. She gonna go grab some herbs.
Gotta go get that herb, man.
Tell you. And once again, leveling halted by the deputy. Again, we do not see the sighting of the officer of the day, but it seems like the deputy and the park ranger are doing his job for him. And Sparkover is going back to exploration. And Xarnax is making a huge mistake here with all this power and stuff. There's not a whole lot of wizardry going on the other side of the continent. Uh-oh.
I think he got intimidated by that cave and is trying to grind some stuff out. He may be trying to grind out that half plate before going in.
That makes sense, but as long as this deputy is still playing around, that's not something you want to see. And deputy sends him home with another citation. Well, that half plate money that you were trying to grind, well, that's been put on hold. This metal slime here is brave.
This little metal slime is gonna take her down if she don't heal. There we go. And then immediately slept and ran.
Oh my goodness, that metal slime was brave. One more breath would have ended her life. We would have had our first metal slime death of the tournament.
I wouldn't say that. There have been deaths from metal slimes before. There was a metal slime that had DL2 breath in an earlier seed.
This tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, and I might have fell asleep on that. Oh well.
But then again, half the other enemies of that seed also had DL2 breath, so he kind of got lost in the mix.
That is true, but a wolf goes down. A wolf is going to be easily dispatched over here. So I'm gonna be taking notice that right now Sparkover has a serious advantage in, again, that exploration lead is gonna probably yield her really good results, because if she can find either the armor or the sword out in the open, if they are out in the open, oh boy.
Well, more to the point, right now, what this is going to come down to is the efficiency of the grind. Right now, Sparkover is doing her business, getting her chores taken care of, getting her business done. She's gonna grind when she needs to go. She's got enough stats now. She feels comfortable wandering around, getting things taken care of. When she finds a spike tile that she can take down reliably, she's going to hit that spike tile, and she's going to catch up on experience points. That's her theory. As far as efficiency goes, this grind that Xarnax has going on right now isn't really the most efficient experience point grind that you can get. He's doing this because he thinks he's blocked right now, so it's a matter of necessity, which with 100 AP is no longer the case. But I think that is going to be... Is Sparkover gonna be able to find a more efficient grind and get things done while after she gets done exploring? Or is Xarnax going to get to grind to a point where when he just does his exploration, he can get it all done efficiently?
That's going to be interesting, but unfortunately, the deputy says, no, we're not going to permit you to do any more of this grind. You will be sent back to the house. And there's still more, and there's another town. There's Rimuldar, so at least when she knows where Rimuldar is at, she might be going back for some more keys.
Now we know that the swamp tile is an AK-47, so that's not a really efficient grind usually, unless your stats are just completely off the chain. We haven't seen Hawksness yet.
Yeah, Hawk and Cole. The two towns always in question, absent in the seed once again. Why is Hawksness and is Xarnax finally getting 87 strength? Does he finally realize that he's done enough grinding? Or, there's a cave. There's a cave. And with the torch.
No torch, but that's gotta be
Need the
mountain.
mountain cave. Oh, 5 chests and... Oh my goodness. Is Xarnax a little too late?
We will see what we will see. Meanwhile, Xarnax getting sent back home by a Magi Wyvern, unfortunately.
And once again, Sparkover she has the devil's luck. She gets away from the park ranger. Make that 2. And first chest in the mountain cave, that is a dragon scale. Oh, that's quick sell. All right, we're about to explore even further down. In chest number 2, trapped by a droll magi. She's gonna go and fight it out.
That's 58 experience points. That is a decent pickup right there. And another magic key.
She's heading towards chests 3 and 4. A regular scorpion. That gets smacked around and quickly dispatched for a quick 12. AK-47. Uh-oh. Somebody done goofed.
He was checking the spike tile to see what's there.
And that's a torch. He's gonna drop a fairy water. She's gonna drop the fairy water for a torch. Chest number 4. We have Muns. Alright, so one last chest remains. And there's a knight. Uh-oh. Knight
with DL2 breath.
Okay, that changes things completely. The knight comes in, breathing hot fire, blessed by the Dragon Lord himself, also referred to as the best dressed man in all the land. He has been blessed by that man. And he's sent... Oh, go ahead.
Looks like he had the Carolina Reaper burritos for breakfast.
Indeed, and he has been blessed by his sire and sent home. And oh, Sparky is getting brave, trying to take on a demon knight and getting dodged on. Back home you go.
Yeah, unfortunately she didn't make it to that 5th chest, so we don't know what's in it.
Oh, and the genie problem says now the 5th chest is now Schrodinger's chest.
Question in chat, AK-47 is guarding the princess or something else? It's gotta be the princess.
Yeah, the AK-47 is guarding the princess, and the demon knight sends Xarnax packing. He gets sent home with the quickness. So right now, this is looking like snacks. And Sparky is going to go after the Wyvern. Good play.
Magic Wyvern would heal more.
Never mind. We want none of that. Oh, no. We don't want none of that.
Good knowledge to have, I suppose.
And Xarnax didn't know about that. So, yeah, Xarnax is not going to get that information yet. And again, demon knights are littered with the land. What's with the land of darkness here? I thought we left Hyrule alone last year. So it looks like Sparkover is going to be going to try to nickel and dime her way to level 10, while Xarnax is still doing a dedicated grind. Oh, wait a minute. Sparkover's actually heading northbound.
Mm-hmm. She knows that she still needs to find coal and still needs to find Hoxus.
As well as the grave.
What was in the back of Garanham? What was that one?
I'm almost thinking that might have been the grave. Or wait, it might have been Rufus. Take that back. It might have been Rufus. Also referred to as free guy chest. And it looks like she has made it to the end of this section right here. And oh, she takes a bad shot of hurt more, but she'll get this poltergeist dead. That's a free 15.
Hardly free. She's gonna need to heal more of that off. Meanwhile, Xarnax now has a 2,500 experience point lead.
Indeed he does, and he's finally taken down the wizard, but nothing more on exploration, and with that meager HP, we're not seeing him gonna take a. He's waiting for a major spike. He's waiting for that stim
He's
pack.
getting that half plate right now. Yeah, I called it. It's half plate he was looking for. Now that he's got the half plate, broadsword, large shield, now he's gonna go out and he's going to try to explode on the scene. We'll see how efficient he is at actually doing it.
Yeah, because right now there's nothing to the north of Sharlock, so everything is to the west and to the deep to the west. Ugh. And waiting until 13, apparently. Come on, and Sparkover gets away from the flamethrower that is the knight. And that's 7.
7, 4, 7, and a new spell. Well, you certainly have Dragon Lord Viable Strength now. Unfortunately, only 61 hit points and 57 mag points.
I think he's still gonna try to grind it out. He's safe enough now that he's gonna be taking on the wizards for his grind. And I think that's what's gonna get him in here. He's grinding this wizard out, grinding that section out for the wizard and maybe the werewolf. So right now, that's his mindset right now. Grind out the wizard.
Yep. Now, mind you, Sparkover is taking some enemies while she's exploring. She is now level 10. She's only 3 levels behind. Which sounds like a kind of a silly thing to say until you realize that, you know, if you start grinding on something like Axe Knights, if you get an Axe Knight trap tile and Hawks or something like that, you can make that up in a couple of minutes pretty easily. Meanwhile, Xarnax has literally done nothing for almost an entire hour now but grind on these enemies.
Speaking of which, we're gonna just not go with the hour because we're gonna go with the 50-minute update here. If you want yourself a silver harp, you're gonna need to go grab it from Tablet Cave, which is down in the back of Tangel. Other than that, the jerk is nearby. Well, Bill is to the south of the Twin Towns, and just north of Cantlin is Ted, who will give you your staff that produces rain. Other than that, nothing else is there, but we do have coordinates of 61 north, 9 west. And we don't know what's in there yet, so we're still waiting to see those coordinates.
Also, since nothing much is happening right now, let's take a brief pause for station identification. You are watching the Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament between Sparkover and Xarnax. I am Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is Sinister Sama. We have Murashu as the person behind the curtain flipping levers and switches to run this tracker you see down at the bottom of your screen. That is not a bot and it's not automated. We've got somebody doing that themselves and doing an amazing job of it. Elmore St. James is going to be the one that is restreaming it for your entertainment. And also linked in the chat is going to be the Discord link. If you like this stuff, you want to try it yourself, come on over. We're a very open, welcoming community. We always love to help out newbies get things going and get things taken care of, and who knows, we might see you in the next race.
Hey, not only in the next race, but you can also come on by and take a look over here and see if you can come into the booth too. We can always use the help. While we were going up with our station identification, Xarnax has finally knuckled up and finally made his way to the second continent.
Now let's see how fast he can get his exploration grind going and actually start getting his laundry list taken care of.
He's found Bill. Sparkover is actually, this lead's about to evaporate very quickly.
Yeah, but she just found a new town.
No, that's Rimeldar. She's gonna pass Rimbledar. I'm thinking she's gonna go further west to see if anything is going on her. Uh-oh. Can she escape? She gets away. And Xarnax has found Ted.
So he knows where Bill and Ted are. He's got Cantlin, and right there is, of course, Garanham.
Huge swamp. That's a wolf. As Zyber has said, go west, go west. A song go right, Captain Jack. And Xarnax has also found Garanham, but he doesn't have a key, so that's gonna be wow. Talk about poetic justice. Oh wait, there is a new town! In the midst of the swamp, we have found
We have found the town of Hawksness. This has the potential to even things up in a hurry depending on what is on this spike tile. It's an Axe Knight! Oh boy! Now let's see if the Axe Knight's got anything annoying or not. Unfortunately, she still doesn't have Hurtmore, and she's not going to have Hurtmore for a very long time.
Speaking of Hurtmore,
the Axe Knights have Hurtmore.
Oh no. But she now knows that Hawksness is over there. The problem is Xarnax has found Rimbledar, and he's closing in on where she's been snooping around. And with Schrodinger's chest, as somebody would say, yeah. Oh no, shop prices are not random with the standard flag set right now. And Xarnax is about to get the bat. Oh no, that broadsword helped out a lot. So that being the case right now, Xarnax got some keys. He's gonna go and he's gonna get a bit of a welcome gift. Not the grand treasure one would say, but yeah. Hawksnest looks like that grind spot. We can say that again. Hawksnest is the grind spot, but Hurtmore is eluding us. So is Return, so is Repel, so is Radiant, so is Heal. So right now, level 14 might be the magic number.
Now, Xarnax, with his 114 attack power, could very well be capable of doing that. There's the gold there. That ghetto grind is available if he wants it for the 3,000 for full plate. But right now, the tide has shifted over to Xarnax, who now has an almost 3,000 experience point lead.
Well into 3,000 point experience lead right now, but currently right now, this green dragon that park ranger is still giving them the business, and the knight sends Sparkover home. I think her luck has finally run clean. Xarnax's grind has yield results, surprisingly enough.
Almost feels like an episode of Dragon Ball where he spent the entire season powering up and now he's just walking through everything.
Why do I have a feeling we're watching the Frieza saga all over again? Yeah, right now, Sparkover's best chance right now to literally keep up with this monstrous experience lead is to get to Schrodinger's chest and literally figure out what's down there. Because if that is indeed a major item, Xarnax may not be finding that cave right out the rip. he's still very comfortable grinding right outside of the Ramada in the swamp.
Now, she may have forgotten that she didn't get that last chest.
That is very much so. She might be tilted right now, and Xarnax is going to get coordinates.
Now, depending on what's on the coordinates tile, this could be something else that Xarnax would put him in further in the lead with, because if that's like, the stones or the token, that could be a compelling advantage. The only problem is, those coordinates are almost certainly on the second continent, which means getting through that armored knight. And in fact, well, you only need to go through the armored knight once because you do have the outside spell.
That's true. But right now, though, Xarnax is finally gonna go inside, finally gonna make his way inside the treasury. He gets a magic key. He gets his fighter's ring. So he finally gets his fighter's ring. He puts on the fighter's ring. He got his herb. And he got himself some fairy water. And good afternoon, Carant. Or Carant. I don't know how it's gonna be car or care. So this is an interesting play. Sparkover is going to the north. She's found coal! Coal in the swamp! Get yourself to the best spot in all the land. She might have pulled something completely out of left field.
4 steps south of the bath in coal. Let's see what is there. And we have the fairy food.
Ew!
Not exactly what we were hoping for, but,
Yeah, I can't complain, but I'm going to complain. That is not what you want to see over there. That means Hawk's Nest. Ugh. So right now, if Hawk's Nest is not one of those key items, if it's a sword or a death necklace, we're going to have to find that grave or get the Schrodinger's chest back in the mountain cave.
yeah, if I were her, I'd be heading back to that mountain cave and getting that 5th chest. It would just be bugging me. Oh, here we go! Here we go! It's grave time!
Yes, indeed. That is indeed the grave. She's gonna end chest key so she can fully explore the chest. So she has all the tools necessary. Now let's see if the enemy lineup is gonna treat her well. 3 chests at the top of the grave. And a Droll Magi. Very well received so far. As Jim Ross... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's an easy 58 pickup. Level 11 as well. Meanwhile, Xarnax just took out that armored knight and is gonna go rescue his princess.
Gold on chest number 1. A cursed belt. There's 2 search spots that we've already confirmed. Knight with a swing. She gets away. 3rd chest. As soon as she uses an herb. Urgent token!
There we go. That's what we need.
That is what we want to see. So there is going to be quite a bit of digging. But now, interesting enough, Hawk's Nest now may have one of Erdrix's favorite items. Either a sword or some body armor.
Well, keep in mind, we've seen that there's something in coal. There doesn't have to be a 3rd belt. We've only seen 2 of them.
That is true. But what this does do, though, for her is now she is widening up that exploration advantage, because now Xarnax is going to have to delve deep to the north for that one.
Yeah, but now he can do that with this 3,000 experience point and climbing lead. 3,500 experience point lead, excuse me.
Closing in on 4,000.
Yeah, with this kind of an experience point lead, I'm starting to question Sparkover's ability to overcome it.
Yeah, it's gonna take a major misstep from Xarnax.
There's
Chest
that
number
fifth
4.
chest, and it's just... Oh, fourth chest is just wings, excuse me. We still have to do the fifth at the bottom.
Yeah, right now. Oh, and there we go. The deputy is here. But she gets away from the deputy, despite having a major agility disadvantage.
Yeah, well, you know, agility's just a number.
I guess. Well, right now, that last chest, if it is the sword or the armor, Xarnax is probably not going to discover it fast enough, so she might be able to get some good mileage off it for a little bit until Xarnax finally decides, I'm going to venture northbound.
Meanwhile, Xarnax is counting out for this search spot in the overworld. He's already rescued his princess. He's already checked and confirmed it is in fact on that second continent to the north. Unfortunately, Sparkover gets killed by an armored knight. Did she get that fifth chest first?
She got blocked off from the fifth chest. So this is 2 Schrodinger's chests that she has not been able to get. This is going to be a major problem.
Both of them, the final chest in some of the longest dungeons in the game. She's gonna have to go back and get them. She's running out of other places those stones could be. She's running out of places the armor and the sword could be. She has to get those chests.
Yeah, that's going to hurt because that was deep in the grave.
Yeah, that was at the very bottom of the grave.
Wait a minute. Is she... Oh, she is counting it out. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's indeed on the second continent. It might be in this expansive desert. So with bated breath, everybody, this is gonna be an interesting play here. Because...
Erica's sword! Oh no! That is gonna be big for Xarnax.
Oh, Xarnax just went from, I am going to kill things, to obliteration, thy name is Xarnax42. And right now, Haishimichi no Geki on the metal slime, that's 255, that's a good way to start, but unfortunately, without a princess, and without making guesses, and without making a huge gamble in that expansive desert, Xarnax is officially on his way. So, now the question remains. Token was up in the grave. What is up in Hawk's Nest?
If anything, if nothing else, Xarnax is now able to take on that Armored Knight grind. Or the Axe Knight grind, excuse me, in Hawk's Nest. He finds Hawk's Nest, he will probably find level 16.
Yeah, if he gets Hawk's Nest, if he gets to Hawk's Nest, this game is over. And right now, he's in the neighborhood. But now there's an AK-47 guarding the way. And he is going to fight it.
Well, he's already taken down one Armored Knight to rescue his princess.
So he's trying to wait for a minimum roll from the AK-47, and I think he found it, and that's an AK-47. Oh, not quite. One more swing. He gets it.
Yeah, those Armored Knights are 3-shottable. At this point, it's going to be easier to just kill it than to try and run from it, because you fail to run twice, you're behind the curveball. Unfortunately, Knight shows up, ambushes Sparkover, breathes fire, and sends her back to the starting line.
Indeed, and she doesn't need any more deaths right now. We are currently approaching 35 deaths currently between our two runners. She doesn't need any more deaths. She needs to level up fast, get her princess, and gets to get in quick, fast, in a hurry, because right now, she is running out of time.
She is indeed, and with every step Xarnax takes, and every move he makes, he's getting closer to his end goal. Meanwhile, Sparkover still has that experience deficit she's going to need to make up at some point.
Here's the problem. We are now in Hawk's Nest, and Xarnax has...
Leaving without checking it?
He chickened out! He chickened out! Get your bucks in chat. He chickened out on that one.
What?
Bark, bark. He didn't even go to. I think he's going to. Oh, never mind. He's going to Rimmildar to go get himself a heal real quick.
Yeah, top off at the end because he's thinking regardless of what this is, it's going to be a decent grind if I've got all of my stats. Yeah, he only had like 18 MP left. He's topping off now. He's gonna at least grind up to 16 here.
And Lady Luck has finally said, Sparkover, you didn't do the proper grinding. We're going to curse you tremendously by smacking you in the face repeatedly. And right now, he's not even going into the cave yet. He's going straight inside Hawk's Nest. Alrighty, so we already know there is an Axe Knight waiting for Xarnax over here, and he has the resource. He has the means to put it down under. Unfortunately, it has hurt more. Uh-oh. Xarnax is gonna have to make a choice. Oh, he wants no part. No.
He's gonna want to escape, heal more, come back with this knowledge, and immediately try a stop spell. No, he's just gonna give it the back of his hand. I mean, it's two-shottable.
He gets it in two. He searches, and he is given the Stones of Sunlight. Uh-oh, this is going to be interesting because the Stones of Sunlight means that all of our search spots had something of some value, but the token is up at the top of the grave that's nearby coal. One of two things is going to be happening. One of those two caves at the bottom of each of them has the armor, or we're going to be going to Sharlock.
Ooh, Armor and Sharlock Armory. Ooh, even better. You want to be Trolly. Armor on Vanilla Sword spot.
Oh, I'm going on the pyramid. I want to see it on the 300. I want to see it on the 300 pyramid. At the top of the pyramid. 300.
We do have those two chests that we have not yet checked. It could be in either of those spots. If she had been able to pick it up in whichever of those locations, if it is there, that could have done so much for her. And meanwhile, Xarnax is in Mountain Cave. First chest is the Dragon Scale, which he already has.
Indeed, and right now, Xarnax is literally picking apart this exploration lead with this major run of experience grinding and great discipline. Though foolish, it is paying dividends. He is now going to check that final cave, and he does have outside, so he doesn't even have to walk out the door. He just needs to cast it and go about his business. And on the final chest, we have a torch. Okay, so Sparkover wasn't missing much on the mountain cave, but there's still the grave.
Yeah, when Xarnax checked his defense, he did have a 63 defense, so he did remember to put on that previous Dragon Scale.
He's gonna do a little bit of resting, and he's probably gonna start making his way northbound. Sparkover is gonna need to get to that princess. Because right now, with her not getting that sword, she doesn't have the same offensive prowess that Xarnax has. She does have a token advantage, though. Xarnax is going to continue venturing westward, knowing that there's probably nothing else in the neighborhood.
No, but he's checking boxes right now. He's making sure that he's not missing any areas that are way out in the boonies off of a side area that looks like it's a dead end, but actually wasn't.
That seems to be the play. Hold on a second. Did we check further south? Yes, we did. That's a dead end on that island's a dead end as well.
Yep, but now he's checked that off his list too. He's running out of incorrect places to search now.
He can only whammy but so long.
You know, if the armor's at the bottom of Garen's grave, it's gonna be an interesting discovery for Sparkover.
Oh, it's gonna be catastrophic because she got blocked out by an AK-47 too.
Xarnax hits level 15. Power by 1, response speed by 1, 7 hit points, magic points, and finally, all the magic except Radiant, including the Big Boom.
Flamethrower was locked behind 15, so yeah, Sparkover made the right choice of trying to explore, but Xarnax made the right choice of getting powered up. But we're looking at, unless there's an HP stim coming up at 16, we're looking at 17 or better.
Absolutely. We have heal more. We got plenty of strength. We got strength for days, boys. What we don't have is hit points. 74 is really not gonna cut it.
In addition to that, that defense is looking pretty sketchy right now.
Yeah, of course that's without Erdrick's armor as well.
True. And he makes it to Cole. To the baths he go, and he's gonna get his fairy flute and be highly disappointed.
Yeah, the agility being poor is kind of a concern, but the bigger problem is the hit points and also the magic points. 65 magic points, not really where you want to be either. Usually I want to have about 80, so I have 10 heal mores under my belt. Maybe less if I'm hitting as hard as they are, but even so.
He has made it to the grave. So all he has to do is beat down this. Oh, ew, Axe Knight, that's rude. No healing for you. And Sparkover is just hitting a brick wall, getting Demon Knight most heinously. Why do you guys hurt more?
I mean, at this point, he's already got sword more.
That is true, and he's now working the grave.
He now has all 3 key items. He knows where the Rainbow Drop Cave is. He has potential access to Charlock. And now he's going to dive to the bottom just to make sure the armor isn't down here, because the last thing you want to do is go into Charlock without the armor. Those barrier tiles at the very beginning of the top floor are just painful.
Yeah, and it looks like he got his token too, because he's down in the lower depths. So let's see what's going on. So while Sparkover is hitting the brick wall and Xarnax is still venturing and spelunking in the grave, ladies and gentlemen in chat, and to my co-host Sneaky the Lost, what are you drinking today? Today I am just got done pouring a glass of lemonade. So what are you guys drinking in chat today?
I've got me a nice cup of coffee.
Hey, nothing wrong. Hey, I'm not a fan of the coffee, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, AK-47, and what's this? Xarnax is properly prepared with some flames of his own. EMP with a water, Elmore with a Jaeger, with a lager, drinking the unsweet Arnold Palmer for Captain Bardo. Nice. And that's a third cursed belt. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in. In Sherlock, we have an armor to find. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't gotta love it, but there we are. We've got the armor is now guaranteed to be somewhere in Sherlock Castle, either on the pyramid, the 6 chest in the armory, or on the judge's table, the vanilla sort of Erdrick spot.
Looks like Sparkover is dumped. So that being the case, yeah, Sparkover's still trying to count. If she's still trying to count from where that location spot is, this is gonna be interesting. If she does this without a princess, this is gonna be quite the miracle.
I mean, she could. This is Sparkover we're talking about here.
You know what? We cannot deny that. And while everybody here is watching with bated breath, the fight continues.
Although, ooh, Green Dragon sending her back home when she was very close.
Indeed. And oh, Xarnax is gonna do a grind. He's doing the Hawksnest grind.
Do not blame him. These Axe Knights are great low-hanging fruit. They're decent experience points and potentially one-shottable from a hurt more, so you don't even have to worry about their return hurt mores. Except when they back attack you like that.
Yeah, that is the thing. So right now, Xarnax is in the driver's seat right now, and he has gotten everything he needs. Sparkover still hasn't found them stones that was up in the very Hawk's Nest. So this is gonna be very, very interesting.
Yeah, she needs Hawksness, and she needs to get those coordinates under her belt, and she needs to do it in a hurry.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, now that is a 6,000 experience point deficit. Well, 5,500. I don't think she's gonna be recovering from this.
It's gonna take Xarnax, the worst bouncer and the worst man. The man is gotta be the absolute worst for her to stand a chance at this point, because everything is turning up Xarnax right now. And for those waiting on level 16 is on 9750. So we're gonna
So just under 1,000.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait, and he's gonna have to do a quick reprieve of his grind, and he's gonna go to Rimbledar, do his due diligence. Well, use his last heal more to get through that nasty swamp, and survive a blue drag, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. So yeah, he done the business. Now he's just gotta get to Rimbledar, quickly heal up, and make his way back over to Hawk's Nest to do some more grinding.
Yeah, it looks like Xarnax is like, you know what? I'm two-shotting these Axe Knights. Who cares about hurt more? I'm just gonna sword more them and then heal more up as necessary.
That's a very good idea because it might be a slightly slower grind, but he doesn't know that Sparkover is so far behind in the experience. He can afford to do that and still be ahead by the time he's done.
You're not wrong.
He will give those werewolves though a piece of those flames. 95 awarded to your boy Xarnax.
Well, to be fair, those werewolves have an annoying tendency to dodge.
That is true. And it looks like he is just going to do a heal hurt more combination. Oh, he finally gets the bit. Yeah, he finally realizes, yeah, they got hurt more, and that's a 25% chance.
I don't know about 25. That's looking more like a 50-50 to me.
Well, we'll see that at the end of the race. Our tracker Marashi will definitely give us the business on what those Axe Knights are going to be playing with. And speaking of, one more. Oh, that's a 75% chance of heal, 25% hurt more. I called it. Thank you.
Yep, you got it.
I will gladly take my elven spirits on the rocks, good sir. And here we go. 1 power, 1 speed, 35 HP, and a spell.
If it wasn't for the agility, I would absolutely say go time right now. But that agility is such garbage. You're gonna get bodied for like 52, 53 from the Dragon Lord's physical attacks. You cannot afford to do that.
Yeah, he hitting for 53, 54 just by freaking palming. He giving him the palm of justice. But right now, 16 was a very good level. Unfortunately, though, he's gonna have. Here's a play that I would do. At 16, I don't have the armor. I'm gonna make I have enough HP now. I'm gonna go and dive for the armor. Come out and see how my defense is afterwards. Once that's done, then we'll take a proper grind, a dive proper.
Yeah, especially because once you've got the armor, these hurt mores are gonna feel a lot less painful.
Indeed. And he's gonna continue to grind to 17. 17's number will be at 12,000 exactly. So we do have a little bit of a wait.
I mean, he's almost got enough money for the magic armor, which would also reduce the damage the hurt mores are doing.
That's if the Demon Knight doesn't have other plans.
Well, the Demon Knights left him stranded in the middle of the swamp.
Oh yeah, he's going home. I think at this point he's gonna go get the jerk and he's gonna die for the armor. There's no other way around that.
That would definitely be a solid play. I can understand wanting to try and grind 17 before diving, but at the same time, that armor is going to do so much for you that you almost can't. You're going to have to do 2 dives regardless. There's no doing this in a single dive. So, since you know you got 2 dives, you might as well do the first one now, get the armor, and then get your stats up and go.
That seems like the play, and he's gonna try to hurt more this park ranger. And ladies and gentlemen, we have not seen the police today. They're inconspicuously absent.
They are very conspicuously inconspicuous. They're hiding behind the billboards, I guess. They're sitting around Charlock, most likely. So we haven't seen what they are capable of. We have seen what some of these other Charlock enemies are capable of, however, and some of them,
I don't know.
I mean, you can do a diving grind in Charlock, you know, just take whatever comes at you. All of the enemies in Charlock are worth good experience values. It's not the same as an X-Knight grind, but it's still plenty enough to be able to get you that 12 grand you're gonna need for your next level anyway, while you're diving for the armor that you're also going to be required effectively to survive that Dragon Lord 2's breath.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy task. By the way, Haishinichi no Geki denied. AK-47 said, I see you're excellent, and I'm gonna just sidestep to the right. So right now, this is an interesting transition. Xarnax is going for... He's going to take the grind here at the AK-47. Looks like Xarnax is done grinding, I guess? Or is he gonna take that at the wizard? Uh-oh, I lost my co-host. This is a little interesting. Made back just in time, too. Uh-oh. So right now, Xarnax is behind the power curve right now. And okay, so Xarnax is at 17. 2 power, 12 agility, 2 HP, 10 magic. That agility went up significantly. Ooh, this is gonna look interesting. He has the power to take down. That is definitely a 10 to 21. That's definitely a 10 to 20 swing on the Dragon Lord. But right now, ooh, that defense is looking a little scary. He's gonna have to get that armor to kind of to ensure the victory in this case. Right now, my partner is no longer around, so we'll figure out what's going on the booth while you guys enjoy a little bit more of the action. And looks like Xarnax is going into... he's gonna get some fairy water at Caitlin. Looks solid to me. Yeah, also, while I was away real quick, Sparkover made it to the dig spot and actually got her sword. But right now, she is sitting on a near 8,000 point deficit. So she's got a long grind ahead of her. So right now, Yeah, you're absolutely right, Beta Strap. Um, if the level requirement for 18 14,250. So right now, yeah, it's gonna be a long grind to get to. It's gonna be a long grind to get to level 18. Sitting on only 12 heal mores though, and he's gonna have to do he's gonna have to do two dives instead of one. So no, Xarnax is not looking. Yeah, Xarnax is gonna be looking for that armor, so he is gonna be looking for metal. But right now, he's got quite the traveling to do, and if he gets away from this, yeah, he does. But he's not. This is not a dive and go. This is not a dive and win. This is basically a dive for the armor and call it, and then come back to us. Right now, he's not defense breaking anybody right now. Hit a park ranger, you hit a deputy instead. Don't feel sorry. Yeah, Xarnax did got both of Schrodinger's chests. One was a torch, the other, I believe, was Mun's. So didn't miss much there. That being the case, it still looks like the dive is still going on. It looks like Sparkover is gonna finally take on that AK-40, the Axe Knight here, so she can get her stones. Looks like Xarnax is looking pretty favorable right now. And like I said, time is running out on Sparkover. Oh, we actually have our first look at the badge. Sorry, folks, we're gonna shut down the badge count right now. Today's badge number is the number 420. That's right, today's badge number is 420. Because we got the police out here blazing. Yeah, with a 7,000 point lead, right? Yeah, 7,200 point lead. Well, closer to 7,200 point lead. Yeah, this is the safest it's gonna be. Hey, Sneaky, welcome back.
I do apologize about that. My internet service providers decided to be about as stable as the Lingwar's shadow.
Yeah, and check this out. The police decided, oh, we're not gonna be out in the overworld today. We're gonna litter the entirety of this castle. 420, office badge number 420. Today's badge.
Nice.
That would have been badge number 69. Unfortunately, you missed that one. That was a Sunday seed.
So he is going for the vanilla sword spot, it looks like, which makes a lot of sense to me if you're doing a diving grind.
No, he's not. He's going to the pyramid first.
No, you're right. He's one floor away from the bottom.
He's going to the pyramid, and right now, this is an interesting play here. We're gonna see the pyramid. I guess 300. Ladies and gentlemen, where is that armor? And for what we've known right now, Sparkover is... Unless Xarnax gets the blue screen of death, Sparkover has pretty much her time has run out. She made a valiant effort, but unfortunately, the grind was too strong. The grind was strong on Xarnax. That's money on the 150. Magic key on the 100. On the 50, more gold. The 250. Erdrick's armor on the 250.
250, good lord! How about I give you 25 years?
Oh, more. More. Right now, with that armor pickup, though, that's still not enough. He's going to grind to 18. Yeah, because he's venturing. He's venturing all the way, far out, far and wide. He's going to make his way over.
He's coming over here for the town.
Yeah, and he's going to he's going to go stay at the Ramada. And I don't blame him too. He's running out of resources, but with that kind of stats, I would like at least one more heal more. 11 heal more is not enough. And that defense at 74, he's not at the safe point of 86 where the Dragon Lord smacks you with his palm of justice is gonna only do like 46. He's still well within 49-50 range. And as if he heard me correctly, he's probably gonna be heading over. No, he's not. I take that back. He's gonna grind the way. He's gonna go and win here. You know what, Sneaky? Take it from here real quick. So, while my partner is still running on something right now, Sparkover does not know that the armor is deep in Charlock, and she's gonna go back to the grave to figure things out. Meanwhile, Xarnax is starting the dive to meet the best dressed man in all the land, and there's Bricks. And he has Radiance, so he has up, and we lost him again. So right now, things are looking pretty interesting here right now. So we're gonna go through the Xarnax travel route real quick while Sparkover is gonna make a trip to the grave. So that being the case right now, we are looking at Xarnax probably going to be finishing in under 2 hours, but oof, this was a seed. And it was brutal. Another man of police, another man of culture. Hey, Goose go. We're going to have some fun here. A couple more outings with those Reds, he's gonna make 18, and he's actually gonna fight them out. This is an interesting play from him. He's gonna actually swing for the fences and take down the police, as he's been doing all afternoon for the most part. So that's another one. He is closing in. He's just under 1,000 from getting his access to level 18. Star Waving in his way. He's probably gonna try to run from this one. This should be interesting. He gets away. Yeah, indeed. Fight 2 herbs. Now here's the thing. They both have the fairy flute, so Golem should not... Getting a free 255 at the cost of 6 seconds, that might not be a bad idea. And we made it to the bottom of Sherlock once again. We're now at the VIP section of Club C. So, we have the bouncer blocking the VIP room. We got a stone man. That's a run. We have blue. That's a run. Xarnax is not taking any more time. He's going straight in and gonna kick some teeth in. Get sleep. Puts him to sleep, and he's gonna smack around the golem. Golem gets smacked around real quick. And that is, oh, Big Daddy breath. Stone Man is a George Foreman grill. He's a Dutch oven. And that's 155. That was at the bouncer spot. He's gonna blast the heal more. He's at 10 heal mores going into the best dressed man in all the land. He's gonna be offered half the world. He's gonna say no. He's gonna be called a fool and welcome with stick and all. The Dragon Lord strikes with a stop spell. Welcome back, Sneaky. You are just in time. You are just in time to see the best dressed man in all the land fight out against Xarnax.
I do apologize for that.
Not a problem. And no back attack, so he gets a quick swing. That's 11.
That's gotta be a min roll.
That's a low roll. 24 so far. 41 so far. $55. 65. And that was a low one too. 79. 99. We'll see what's going on with 4 more Hillmores. 117. 127 with 3 Hillmores remaining. 128. 144. 1 more Hillmore left. This should be open and shut case here. 154. Give this man a medal. That is it. He got himself the magical disco ball. Get your GGs in chat. This man here, Xarnax, winner, winner, chicken dinner. With an official race time of 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 41 seconds. Woof. That was rough. But Xarnax has finally endured and he walks away victorious. And looks like Sparkover is going to continue. She will continue.
Well, she's going for her armor dive now.
Indeed, she's going to be going for that one. We're going to see if we can get an interview from our winner today. Also, I do not have permission to go ask for an interview. Yeah, indeed. The grinding did pay off, and that roll did come in handy. That double did come in handy because he was out. He was out. He was out, and another attack would have ended him. So we're gonna see if we can get an interview from our winner right now. While Sparkover's gonna do her armor dive. We did get confirmation. He'll be in there shortly. So if you was one of those people who was who have Xarnax on your fantasy team, guess what? That's a couple points that you just picked up right there.
Yeah, it looks like that early grind actually ended up paying off for him. The problem was that Sparkover found a lot of stuff to begin with, but kept getting blocked every time she turned around, and every time she died, she had to go all the way back to the second continent, kept getting blocked from where she needed to go. She didn't have the stats to really do the kind of exploration that Xarnax did. Once Xarnax exploded onto the scene, that was it. There was nothing gonna stop him.
Yeah, nothing was gonna stop him, and he was in that early grind. He grinded to 13.
Yeah, he did a full hour grind. Sparkover would have probably been better served to have done a ghetto grind for that half plate or even full plate early on. The fact that she didn't, and she was wandering around, armorless for quite some time, was really punishing for her.
Yeah, and the fact that she had no knowledge that the armor is in Sherlock on the $200 side of the pyramid.
Yeah, but once he started getting a 2,500, 3,000 experience point lead, that was it. Ah, welcome, Xarnax, GG.
Indeed, man. Good show coming from you.
Keep in mind, this is a push-to-talk channel. It will auto-mute you if you're not push-to-talk.
And apparently we got a Robozarn. So right now, he probably can't hear us right now, so he's gonna try to... Oh! Xarnax is raiding with he brung 4 of his peeps from his stream. We welcome you all.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, Zarn. What brings you here?
Oh, just finishing a race.
GG. So, thoughts?
I actually felt behind. That was crazy. That start was insane. It took me so long to find good places to grind, and I had lots of time where I felt like I just had strings of bad RNG with enemies running away. I had a whole bunch of weird things like missing a sleep on a Magiwyvern, and then it dodging, and then it killed me. Like a whole bunch of little things like that felt like they added up and put me behind, because Sparkover is really good at this game. On the other hand, this was a long seed with tons of encounters, so that RNG it's bound to happen to both of us. So it was really hard to get a sense of where I was.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sparkover tried to do the more typical approach of just going out into the world and doing her exploration while you were grinding. The problem was she was running into things that were just decking her and sending her back home left, right, and center. And so while she was doing a lot of exploration, she was having to do a lot of covering the same ground because she kept dying so often.
Yeah, our HP was just so low, I didn't see any sense in trying to explore until almost an hour in.
It was well into an hour in, and while we're on the subject, you grinded all the way to 13. You did the grind of all grinds. That was Xarnax, an hour-long grind, and you
Wow.
was its professor. Yeah, you was its professor, and it paid off. It paid dividends because Sparkover for the longest time had a lot of the advantage, but two things that she did not get. She did not get. She couldn't beat the Axe Knight and Hawk's Nest, which had the Stones of Sunlight, and she ended up having to. She had to think about going back into two areas, which was the last chest in Mountain Cave and the last chest in the grave, where it only took you one. You did it in one and done.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, if you try and do those too early, odds of getting through are not great.
Yeah, unfortunately, she ran into an armored knight 3 steps away from the final chest at the bottom of grave.
And that was nothing, right?
No,
It
that
just-
was absolutely nothing, but she didn't know it was nothing,
but-
and with looking at Charlock in the face, wanted to try, okay, hopefully the armor is in here so I don't have to dive Charlock without the armor.
Yeah, with these stats, you have to clear everything else first.
But yeah, the final chest in Mountain Cave as well, which had absolutely nothing in it, but she ran into one of those fire-breathing knights before she could get to it.
Wait, the knights?
Knights have
Wait, wait, wait.
DL2 breath.
Wow. Never. The first DL2 breath I saw was from a stone man in Shylock.
So yeah, that was her problem, is she was fragile enough that she kept dying all over the place, having to cover the same ground over and over again, wasn't really able to get everything. And the problem was, she actually ended up counting out the coordinates.
That second continent, that's amazing.
Yeah, she did not rescue the princess for that, which was amazing, but she waited over an hour to do so. She had the coordinates within like 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah, but didn't count out the coordinates until like over an hour, almost an hour and a half in.
right.
And I mean, given that that was the big stick, that could have really, really helped. And it looks like she is going to go ahead and call the forfeit here, having been taken down by this red dragon on her armor dive.
Well, she did get she did finally call it quits, but we're gonna see if we can still get thoughts on her as well. We'll see what we can do. Get your GGs in chat. She made a valiant effort. So right now we're gonna reach out to her, see if we can get an interview. But right now, oh my goodness, that was a seed to remember.
Yeah. All those enemies, and you had no hit points for the vast majority of the play.
Yeah, I was really excited to find out that, so there was one zone I kept kind of going to really early. I found like a wolf and a wyvern, and but then I found out there were blue dragons there. So then I started exploring that whole first continent looking for a better place to grind. I didn't find one. I ended up going back there and then found out the blue dragons were not as scary as they initially looked. That zone ended up being a really good spot for the early mid game.
Yeah.
You know, at one point you had over a 6,000 experience point lead.
Wow.
Yeah, because again, she was exploring and she was dodging enemies left and right, avoiding them, not getting the experience points for taking them down because she was so worried about them. And
Right.
GG, welcome, Sparkover.
I have
Hey!
a lot of words to say, and I'm not allowed to say them right now.
I can only imagine. Watching that was just so painful. I mean, you were trying to do what you needed to do to go out and explore and get things done, and every time you turn around, something is there to send you all the way back.
It just wouldn't let me do anything. It's like, hey, look, it's Hurtmore. Hey, look, it's Dragonlord Breath. It's like, stop, please.
Surprisingly enough, yeah, Hurtmore, you was not getting that Hurtmore until level 15. And that was a problem in itself.
Yeah, but she was getting that hurt more from a lot of different things.
Man, yeah, I saw a few things with Hurtmore. And did you see a lot of Dragonlord Breath?
A few of them here and there. I tried to avoid the ones I knew about, but sometimes it was just a surprise. And, when you don't have armor and you don't have, any HP, it's like, well, guess we're taking the long walk again.
That was my one thought late in the race. I was like, the saving grace of this seed is that I haven't seen a single enemy with DL2.
How? That is not fair.
That's not.
Yeah. She got done dirty because you didn't see the blessing of the Dragon Lord until that Stone Man came through at the bouncer's desk. She found that Stone Man and got not only a Shoryuken from him, but DL2 breath from him and a DL2 breath from a knight that was wandering around.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. And the thing is, what surprised me was that she didn't get that pseudo grind from the back of Garenham. It was Freebie Cave. You had like 1 or 2 money chests back there. You could have easily done a pseudo grind for half plate or even full plate. And that would have probably helped. Also, I noticed you got the coordinates like 20 minutes in when you found Cantlin, but it wasn't until an hour 20 before you actually did the counting out with the big stick. That could have also been a huge help for you.
Yeah, I screwed up with that. First I thought it would just be impossible, and then when I had the idea that I could actually make it work, I remembered what it looked like across the river that I had to access from the bridge on the first continent before I had to go to the other side. So that set me back a lot too.
Yeah, at 50 minutes in, you had 2 of the 3 key items. You had most of your exploration taken care of. You were trying to find the last little bits and bobs, but on the other side, Xarnax was doing nothing but grinding. We're talking Dragon Ball Z levels of powering up. He had a 2,500 experience point lead because he hadn't even left the first continent. He was parking his rear in that desert, grinding for his life, and he was level 13 before he went out into the world.
He was spooked. He was spooked. After that Green Dragon gave him the business at level 5, he parked his keister on that first continent and he did not move. He didn't move for the entire hour. And by the time he finally showed up to your neck of the woods, he was like Goku levels of Super Saiyan 1 at level 13.
Yeah, he had, by the time he exploded under the scene, he had a broadsword, half plate, and a large shield, as well as level 13 stats. So that's when he started going out into the world and started doing exploration, didn't have the same problems with getting sent back every time you turn around that you had.
That's pretty impressive. I don't know, I feel like I can't stay in that place for so long, but definitely in this seed, I feel like that's definitely the smarter play to go.
I tried exploring 3 or 4 times maybe and had made so little progress I just couldn't justify banging my head against that wall.
Yeah, Park Rangers definitely had your number early on. The Park Rangers said, nope. Stay put. You're not going nowhere. Ha ha. We are the Park Rangers. We don't need the police. We can beat you with our batons. And that's what they did.
Yeah, those green dragons were just camping all over the place.
Funny thing too, while we're on the subject of dragons, none of you got a chance to see any of the police, which badge number was 420, until you actually got to Charlock proper. Then they were littered all over the place.
Yeah, I barely saw Sherlock. I wasn't even sure exactly what I was going to in there, but it's just like, I don't know. There wasn't a lot going for me at that time, either way.
Yeah, Sparkover, that armor was on the $200 chest on the pyramid.
I don't know which one that is. But, I mean, we knew it was in there, so it would have been brutal going in there no matter what, I think.
Yeah. Went up one. I probably could. I think if you had armor, you could have won at level 16. But the agility was still really low. So I went up to 17, and then hoping the stats would be good enough to try and dive in a single finish the game in a single dive. The stats weren't there for that, so I started running from stuff when I went down for the armor and tried like to preserve resources. But after about 5 encounters, I was like, nope, this is grab the armor outside, refill, and dive again.
Yeah, you was gonna dive twice on that one, and the fact that you had 74 defense power, you wasn't defensive breaking nothing in Sherlock,
Exactly.
and Dragon Lord was gonna, if he wanted to, 51 was coming.
Yep.
51 was coming to your face. Luckily, you lucked out. Oh, go ahead.
It was a really fun, interesting seed with the way the HP and MP lagged a bit.
Well, that is the thing. Before we go and get ready for the shutdown, Sparkover, Robozarn, now that you completed your first match of the day, first match of the week, what is going to be your game plans going into the next week of the Swiss? Zarn, you already qualified for the last chance race. Spark, not yet. So what's y'all game plan?
Go faster.
Go fast. I mean, yeah, same. It doesn't change. Typically, I guess you gotta wait and see who you're paired up against. There are some players who just have a knack for making the right decisions at the right time. And in a lot of those seeds, as soon as I know that I've made a bad decision at some point, then I know I need to start making gambles. So it all depends on the draw and depends on how the race goes.
Indeed. That being said, currently, as we speak right now, Veluv, and Angel FM are playing right now currently with Jussel and Fred Coughlin going to be at the 8 o'clock match, and then we'll be waiting for next week's matches. So, any last words from you guys before we shut down?
Thanks for everyone who helps put on the show. GG Sparkover, always a good time racing you. Sorry, the luck made it less interesting.
Yeah, I wish it was a little more fun on my part, but hey, that's okay. Nice job making it to the winner pool, and yeah, thank you so much for all the volunteers for making this happen.
We'll see you again in the brackets.
Oh yeah.
Not a problem. So, with Marashu pressing those buttons, Elmore St. James with the restream, I am Sinister Sama.
And I am Sneaky the Lost.
And you know what we say, normally it's good fight, good night, but it's still afternoon, so get still some dinner, get ready for the 8 o'clock race. Catch you on the flip side.
Hey.
See you there.